How's everybody doing today? Who in here likes Kyle Busch? There you go.
That could have went really bad.
Yeah, it could have. Hey, Kyle, trust me. I got you back.
I hear you, Kerry. Thank you.
I got you back. Avery, you want to come on up?
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello. How's it going? All right. We're going to let our boss here take us over.
Well, number one, we are so pleased to have you come over to Pawpachona High School and be a part of the family for about a good hour.
Absolutely.
We are so thankful that you guys took the time to come over and hang out with us. As you can see, we're still under construction, but you can get a taste for what's about to happen out here at this new facility. And it wasn't but, less than about 8 months.
8 months ago, Avery called. He kept calling my office. I asked Bridget, I said, what in the heck is Palm School? And she kept telling me, you better call this guy back. So I came out here the day y'all had to broke the ground out here in October, and it's been great to see the progress. And I can't think of a better, and I mean this, I can't think of a better driver to have out here today than Kyle Busch. Because this is a guy, this is a racer, and this is a guy that's gone up through the ranks, and this is a guy that understands what it takes for hard work, dedication, and the whole deal. And so that's what this school's all about, and we appreciate it, and we wish you all the best.
Well, we stood out here and said, you know, we are embarking on something that's never been done before. This building has never been built. It's a new design, nowhere in the nation. So parents, understand what that means. You want your kid to be a part of something as unique as this, find out what the heck they can do. That being said, I would like to have Miss Barbara Bellamy. She is our chairman of the board president. And Miss Bellamy, if you want to come up and say a couple of words and make a couple of introductions, we'd appreciate that.
Good afternoon. I was born on a Saturday, but it was not Saturday past. And I recognize that not a single soul in this room is here because I'm here. But that said, I'll do what I'm appointed to do as quickly as I can. Thank you so much for the wonderful turnout. This is, in fact, one of the biggest occasions we will probably ever have. I want to thank Mr. Kyle Busch Jr. for being here, for his...
Junior.
Not Junior.
I'm the one and only.
I've been known to add to people's names. But we're delighted that you took time out of your challenging schedule to be a part of something that's so important to a big community. My job here today is going to be very simple. I just want you to know some of the players that have been a part of making this a reality. I'm going to ask very briefly that our executive staff members I'll name you Mr. Avery Moore, who is our principal. And we have Ms. Cook, who is Ms. Susan Cook Jones, who is standing in the corner, our executive director. And Mr. Ron Miller is somewhere close by. We have Ms. Annie Lou Spivey sitting in the audience. She is one of the people whose brainchild the school was. And if you just wave your hand, please. Thank you so much. I want you to see who the teachers and staff of the Palmetto Academy for Learning Motorsports are. If our entire team would just stand and wave wildly, please, wherever you are. They're all around the room. And now for our volunteer board, the people who give some time and some energy into making sure that things fall in place correctly. Ray Hicks is here. Thank you, Ray. Kristen McClellan is here. Michael Lilliquist is there in the corner. Richard McGinnis was close by, is here in the green. Mark Stanley is here in the blue. And I don't know that Rick Young is with us this afternoon, but we want to congratulate him too, please. And now I'll introduce you to a person who is a very good friend of mine. He is not only the chairman of the board of Horry County Technical Education Center, but is also now Board Chairman-elect of Horry County Schools, Mr. Ken Richardson.
Well, I'm a little shy, but I'm gonna, after 60-some days of running the campaign, I'd like to say it is a great honor for me to be here. And, you know, very few people get to go through life and have a best friend their whole life since the first grade. But my best friend is here tonight, or today. He's out there, and I just want to do this just for him. I just want to stop, take a minute. And I want to be able to say that I looked over my shoulder and Kyle Busch was behind me. just once in my life. And Woody, that was for you.
Don't happen very often, trust me.
But listen, Palm Charter School, I do want to mention Mr. Will Garland. Will used to be the board chairman at Horry County Schools. I think the first time this was talked about, Will was the chairman at that time. And look where we've come today. Amen. We have, it's my understanding, we had between 7 and 8 young people that came out of this program that are now over at Horry Georgetown Technical College. It's a great feeder program for the Technical College, and I'm going to tell you, everybody is not cut out to go to NASA and go to the moon. Somebody has to build the robots. And you have to have people like this. You have to have people that can work with their heads and their hands. And we have this. Palm Charter School is something that I'm proud of. I told Ron when I got elected, I said, buddy, you got a friend on the board now. Because we go back a long ways. Ron used to drive a race car for me at Myrtle Beach Speedway. And I used to be in racing, so I know a little bit about it. But I am so happy, first off, to get elected to the school board chairman. I'm sad to be leaving Horry Georgetown Technical College Board after 20 years. But we're going to have a bridge program. It's going to be between this school, between Horry Georgetown Tech. The county needs this. The state needs this, and the nation needs this. We need more of these kind of schools. I will tell you, I do have you have to be careful in politics today, but Governor McMaster is a good friend of mine, and I will be calling him. I can't wait till you officially get in the building, because I want him over here. He came over and visited our new machine tool shop over there, which where a lot of your students are at now. It's a great thing. I'm glad to be here. It's hot. I'm not going to talk anymore. Thank you, and you know, God bless Palm Charter School. It's going to be a great thing.
The next individuals I'd like to have is Ron Miller and Susan Cook. Y'all guys come up here and give us just a little bit of a take on where we're at, what's going on with Palm. These guys have been around for a while. So, Ron, if you and Susan will come on up.
I have experienced many changes over the past 6 years, as you can imagine. Palm's first opening day was August the 22nd of 2012. And with that, when we started the year, it was 46 students. And we had a graduating class of 9. Palm's 2017-18 school year was our 6th year of operations, and we continued to see growth in our academic and vocational programs. We entered the 6th year with an enrollment of 123 students and ended the year with a graduating class of 29. Of these 29 students, 4 students came to us behind in their academic studies. However, we were able to support them in getting the courses they needed to graduate. Also, 3 students of this graduating class were early graduates. 75% of our graduating students either obtained jobs within the community or enrolled in the secondary education program. As we continue with our mission to provide students with an opportunity to earn a high school diploma while learning job and career skills, it is important that we continue to receive community support to implement these programs. Palm's small classroom settings and blended learning environment have provided many students to make tremendous academic strides. This year, 76% of our students passed all of their 8 classes during the school year, and we continue to increase our end-of-the-course tests, which are state-mandated courses. We also have special education services, which have demonstrated continued improvement in the areas of reading and mathematics. Approximately 40% of our students have IEPs and require special assistance in classroom activities. These students, as well as all of our students, are supported with one-on-one teacher assistance and after-school tutoring. Palms Charter School is with Horry County. Our charter sponsor is Horry County School District, and we receive funding is received per student based on allocations afforded by the South Carolina Department of Education, of which 15% of Palms funding is allocated back to Horry County School District. We receive no extra funding for our vocational programs. To fund our staff, our curriculum projects in the vocational area of welding, motorsports technology, auto collision, and graphics is estimated at $250,000 a year. Therefore, we look for donations, contributions, and fundraising events to support this vital program. We thank our many supporters who have believed in our mission over the years, and we truly consider them friends of Palm. As we continue to fulfill our mission of serving high school students with academic learning and vocational skill set, we encourage people within the community to become a part of this one-of-a-kind school. As we move into our new facility, it is very important that we at Palm continue to prosper and receive support from our friends, parents, community leaders, and students. Please reach out to our principal, Avery Moore, our board members, or any member of the administration team, and let them know how you might be able to become a part of this very unique program. If you don't remember anything from what I've said today, remember this: Palm is not interested in where our students have come from. We are interested in where they are going. How do we build their self-esteem, confidence, and integrity? And how do we support them in becoming productive members of society? Thank you.
Appreciate everybody coming today. I know it's hot. I've been with Palm since the very first day, basically. This was a brainchild of Max Sarvis, who was a good friend of mine. Our local school district had a couple hundred students drop out of school the first week of school. The superintendent was losing his mind, went to Max, said, "What can I do?" Max said, "Well, why don't we ask the kids, see what it takes to keep them in school?" Nobody really thinks to do that. It's always adults doing the thinking for kids. So he told some kids. Naturally, the boys are interested in girls, and girls in boys, and motorcycles and cars. So Max suggested to him, Max always had a motorsports background. He said, "Why don't we have a motorsports class?" So basically, in classic fashion, this guy was a superintendent. He said, "Well, what kind of certificate can they get out of that?" Max said, "Who cares if they get a certificate? What if they just stay in school and get their high school diploma? Let alone pick up some camaraderie with other people. Maybe they pick up a skill, maybe they pick up a hobby. Nevertheless, they finish school." Nowadays, the world is such a heinous place. So many distractions for young people. These young people right now, 14, 15 years old, are probably more knowledgeable about the world than most of us adults were when we were 30. So there's a whole lot more opportunities to go astray. So we started a school up there. They promised us 20 students. We had 70 sign up. It was impossible to deal with them practically. We still put every effort into it. The parents were even coming in and wouldn't go home. The kids wouldn't go home. So we had new problems. So we wanted to bring it to Horry County. That school district eventually got consumed with the normal school district policies. It was hard to function in that with all the unique things that we wanted to do. So we came to Horry County. Annie Lou Spivey was on the board at the WIA Foundation, found us some money in a grant, bought some equipment. We started off as a night school, was highly successful. Just because we, like Ms. Cook said, we don't grade them. When they come in, try to build their self-esteem, try to find out what they're about. They might not even know what they're interested in until they find out they have a knack for something. So we try to unlock that, plant the seed. That's just about all we can do at this level, 9th through 12th grade. Some are more mature than others, some are not. If we can get it, plant the seed, turn them on to something, and just like Ken said, turn them on to post-secondary school in any way. Just heard the comment the other day out of a parent. They just couldn't believe that my son is saying that he's going to college when he's always denied that he was ever that kind of material. So those kind of things there is what feeds us. I just can't tell you enough the tremendous outpouring of the community. Also the word motorsports, there's some days I'm sad that the motorsports thing name is there because people want to attribute it to only motorsports. That's really not what we're about. In advertising today, everybody needs a hook. So motorsports and race cars is our hook. Once we get people interested in things, then it's unlimited on what we can do with them. But we have to have a hook. And just the fact that you all are here today, especially, this is like old home week for me. I've seen people here I've known in the motorsports industry for 25 years. The fact that you all are here today and you showed up today has really put value in this school, and then that makes students want to be here. They want to be part of something. They want to be part of a family. They want to feel good about themselves. In a lot of cases, the ones that don't fit in normal school don't feel good about themselves. Then they're open to trouble, and it's downhill from there. This industry in general, the vocation industry, let alone motorsports, is suffering from young people getting in. Typical person is getting up in age. We need to feed this. Palm Charter High School can't take any more than 200 students. That's not even going to put a dent into the need of welders, fabricators, body men, anybody that wants to work with their hands as a kinesthetic type worker. So I hope that I live long enough to see public education and the public's opinion about people that work with their hands. I hope that changes. There's people in this county that go to work in cutoffs, painting cars, making 6 digits. Nobody wants to believe that. But there is a place for at least 200 students every year for us to try to place them back in the industry. And it's a joy to see the transitions that some of these students have made once you get to know them. Just building their self-esteem back, it's just unimaginable. It's more rewarding than any race I've ever won. Race cars, it's exciting. It's still a vehicle. If we told you we were going to work on a car, okay. We're going to work on a race car, that adds something to it. We're going to build a birdhouse, or we're going to build a White House. It's still building a house. So we have to rely on that hook. That's what we do, what we try to promote. And the community that's turned out today, the Mark Lazaruses, the Ken Richardsons, Bob Lutz, all the people from the motorsports community that's come out to show they support this is what's adding value to this. Mr. Bush coming today, I'm sure he's had his early days. He remembers how it was for him coming up. Students have that same issues today. He's the pinnacle of his career. Or I guess you pinnacle your career now, right? What I'm saying, kids need a hero. And not everybody's after a sports figure like baseball or football. So there is other things out there. Please help us promote this. It's saving a lot of students. I appreciate you all coming today. Thank you.
Thanks, Ron. We're going to go ahead and have Kyle cut the ribbon and officially open up the school. At the same time, Kyle, we have a door that we're going to let you sign. It's the Motorsports Tech classroom door.
Yeah, cool.
And it will be known as the number 18 Kyle Busch classroom door.
Awesome. Yeah, well, thank you very much.
So let's get that set up. I can get the ribbon. So we will now be known as, that's a big pair of scissors, right?
Yeah.
This will mark the actual opening of this one-of-a-kind facility, and Kyle, we just are tickled to death that it's coming from you, if you don't mind.
Thank you very much. Come on, help me out. Here, so you go on that one. All right.
Those giant scissors, I can't see anything.
Awesome. All right, and then if you want to give us your signature, maybe on the left side of that window. Let's go, guys.
Oh, no, they're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully it works. All right. Ready? Here we go.
Perfect. All right, guys, you just hold the door there just for a second. We'll get a couple of pictures up there real quick for you guys.
For Kyle Busch.
Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. You guys are awesome with what you got going on right here. It's really, really special. It's cool to see. So thanks for having me a part of your day, and Looking forward to seeing this when it's all said and done. Keep it up.
All right, guys. We are on a tight schedule today with Kyle. He does have another engagement to get to, and he's going to have to kind of leave here in just a second. But that being said, he used a word that I use quite frankly with a lot of my students. He used the word passion, and that's a rarity today. And one of the things we want to give our kids is motivation and passion. And today, you produce some passion, and I think, in some guys and some girls to do some things that you're doing, and that's a profound effect. So that being said, let's give Kyle another ovation.